So, you need to get from A to B. Pretty easy, right? Just put on your diamond boots and go through the forest you've always known. But then you get lost. You try to find your way back, but now you're in unfamiliar territory. You don't know your base's coordinates, and it's turning to night. There are mobs on the prowl. Well, I can't help you there, but I can help you in retrospect, or at least before it happens. You need some paths to keep you on track, and get you from one letter of the alphabet to the next. Hello there everybody, my name is Toby, and today guys, welcome to Building Tips and Tricks. Today we're going to be building paths. I've lined up a range of different paths, and I'm going to take you through a block by block tutorial on how to build great paths with any block. But first we're going to need a pallet. The example paths are a grayscale palette, so we'll have to find something different. When choosing your palette, you need to find something that looks natural in your environment, while also contrasting with the grass, or whatever block your terrain is made of, so you can keep to it easily. Today I'm going to use brown scale blocks such as granite and coarse dirt, but theoretically you can use anything. Keep in mind it's best to have 3 or 4 blocks in your palette that have a similar texture or colour. Blue wool, gold blocks, sponge and netherrack do not go well together. To begin with, we have a very simple path. This is our grayscale path, so we're just going to grab our blocks from the palette, and already you can keep to it pretty easily. It contrasts well with the grass, while also looking natural and trodden down. For ours, we're going to follow a similar pattern. To begin with, we're going to just place one main block, and this is going to be coarse dirt. Place it as much as you want, because you do kind of want a block that appears more frequently than all of the others. You just have to place it randomly in a nice natural looking pattern like so. Next you have to mix your second block in. I'm using jungle planks because the colour works well with coarse dirt. However, since it's a little lighter, I don't want it to appear too often. Next up we have polished granite. Now this one I want to appear quite frequently. And the same with granite. In fact, I might even want to overpower the coarse dirt with the granite. Finally, we can add some dirt in places just to add a little less texture here and there. And there we have it. We already have a great looking path. It contrasts well with the terrain, but it does look like it may have been trodden down by people who walk along it frequently. But we're not done there. The next step is to add depth. Now you've probably heard this term before, but you may be unfamiliar by what it means. Basically means you need your path to be more than just one block. At the moment this looks very flat. It does look like it's been worn out, but it's still on the same level as the grass, which probably isn't the best of things. So to begin with, you just want to build your path again. But there's 2 differences between this path. The grayscale one contrasts better with the grass as it goes slightly deeper, so there's a different layer between that and the grass. Well, this one just is on the grass. So what you need here are some slabs and stairs. This is why in your path you should make sure there's at least one block that has a slab or stair variant. Sadly, my path uses dirt and coarse dirt, so there isn't a slab and stair variant for that. But luckily there is for jungle and granite. All you need to do is just replace some of the side blocks with stairs, like so. Make sure to vary it up a bit if you're able to. Now, don't do it all the way. You do want areas where it goes a little higher and blends in with the grass. And then you can also add some slabs here and there. And there we have it. It already blends in really well with the grass. Well, it already looks very worn and easy to stick to. But even then, most of the time terrain won't be this flat. Maybe you will have a really hilly landscape, or maybe a not so hilly landscape, but it will always never be this flat. So, the next step is to add some height variation, like this. This blends it in better to the terrain so you can go up and down, and it feels like you're sloping up hills and all sorts. Now, my path here has very small hills and bumps and dips, but you can have your hills as large as you want. So the first step for this is just like all of the others. You need to make a completely normal, flat, non-sloping path. So we're back to square one, but rather than going straight to step 2, you actually skip ahead a bit. Now, you actually skip ahead a bit and do step 3. Get your slabs and your stairs and bring your path up by just a few blocks like so. Now already this is a little more advanced than step 2, as it goes above the ground and it contrasts a little bit better. Now I like to go up gradually by half a slab and then 1 block, but if you really want to, you can just go up by 1 slab. And you can also dip down as well. And already it looks a lot better. You can also variate it a tiny bit by mixing in slabs and stairs, just to make the slope a little smoother. And now it's time to add the stairs and slabs on the side. Now this is going straight back to step 2. And remember, when you dip down, this needs to dip down too, like so. As you can see, this separates it off from the terrain, while also keeping it at the same height. Remember, you do have to go up slightly when you're doing the same thing when you go higher on your path. And there we have it. Those are all of our paths. And you can already see how much they've changed. While this one does work, it is very flat. This one's a lot better as it separates itself from the ground, but this one's by far the best. However, we're still not done there. You can add so many more details to it. One useful method is to use fences and leaf blocks to create hedgerows that separate the path from the grass. You can also create more makeshift looking fences with slabs and stairs going along. And there we go. Those are all of our paths for today, and personally this is a technique that I really like to follow when I'm building paths in my world. It really shapes up the terrain and makes it smooth but also easy to follow, so it gives it a nice technical use for your survival world. Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave any suggestions down below, any tips that you think should have been mentioned in this video, or anything you'd like me to help you build in the future on building tips and tricks. Anyway, thank you for watching, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time. Oh wait, one more thing, thank you very much to Names King. He gave me the link to the preview of Optifine 1.14, meaning I can have things like shaders and things like that in 1.14, including my cheaty zoom key. But anyway, I'll leave that link in the description. Thank you very much, and I'll link his channel in the iCard. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye!